Howdy folks, welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to be basically switching the boards and screens between these two. So this one here, you can see here the screen is cracked. This has a bunch of stuff on it. This is one that I use all the time. This is an older one that has an intact screen and everything, but doesn't have all the data and stuff that I want on it. And so we're going to take these two things apart and swap them. So yeah, the reason this is like a really old, I think it's 5, 6, 7 years old, whatever, model. This is the Galaxy S4. It's really old. They're what, on 8 or 9 by now. But yeah, the thing is that all the new phones are like huge and heavy and all that stuff. I don't know, I don't understand that personally. I really don't get I want a giant thing that can't fit in my pocket and is unwieldy and all that stuff, but whatever. I guess people want bigger screens, so. But anyway, the thing is, I use this, I don't talk on the phone or anything. I just use this for basically running and, you know, tracking my running and the camera basically. And so the little Steadicam rig that I've got is not strong enough to actually manipulate the newer, heavier phones, and so that's one of the other reasons I keep this thing, is because it's nice and light and it works well with that. So like the videos that you've seen at the Ninja Gym and stuff, I take those with this. And so I'll see if I can get this thing off of here. First of all, I don't know if there is a special, it looks like there's tiny little things here. I think you should be able to get this off without taking off the actual separation between the screen here. I'm not sure. I might have to get I've got some tools for prying, some plastic tools for prying with for cars, but I'm not sure if it'll work with phones. And I'm gonna have to look up, yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the video again to see where, because I watched a video on how to do this. I'm gonna have to see where I'm prying and all that stuff too. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I've got one of these. It's a trim removal tool for cars, but I think this should do the trick. We'll see. See if it'll do it. Just feels like it's totally overdoing what I need to do. See, but you know, worst case scenario, this thing is broken to begin with. So the problem is not the screen being broken. It was broken for a couple of years and worked fine, but the problem is it finally died. The screen finally died. It actually still turns on, and I can access the card. You know, once it powers up, I can access the card from a PC with a USB connection, but there we go. That's what we're looking for. So we're just going to run this along the length of that. And yeah, sorry, that's a little blurry there. Let's see. Like how it's stripping the plastic off this thing too. Let's see. Get in here. But yeah, so I want to continue using this as long as it's still useful. And I figure this will be an easy way to save a few bucks on buying a new phone for a while. So, and hopefully I can keep using these long enough that I can get past the fat of the giant brick phones again. It's like they're trying to bring, that's the thing that I don't get. It's like they're trying to bring back the giant brick phones of the 90s. It's like that's, you know, the direction they're headed. Here, let's see how big we can make these phones. It's like, if you want that, get a tablet. And the cat is going nuts here too. If you want that, you know, they have tablets, but whatever. So, see if this will come off now. There we go. There we go. So this just pulls off here. Just. Can you see the finger quotes? Just. And okay, so this is the good card, and it's connected to this bad screen. And so what I want to do is I want to see if I can pull up these things. Man, these things are tiny. I worked with surface mount technology in the late 90s, like 20 years ago. Like I worked on the manufacturing line at US Robotics and did the 56K modems. But they've actually, it's kind of cool, they've actually come a long way since then with surface mount. This stuff has gotten even tinier. It's pretty cool. So let's see what we've got, what all I need to pull off of here in order to remove this. I think this is a separate board. I'm not sure. We'll see what we can do as far as pulling this board off. Oh, there's more screws here. Okay. There's a screw. There's a screw there. Can you see it? Right there. And let me see. No, that's not one there. That's not one there. I see one. There's a couple more, the silver ones here. There and there. So I'm at least going to need to remove those. So we'll get these out of here. And we have to remember where all the screws go, right? At least I got video so I can replay it back. See how it goes back together, right? Let's see. See if there's any more that we need to get out of there. No, looks like it's peeling up. Okay, so we need to get rid of that cord, whatever it is. There we go. That brown thing. And it feels like it's going to come up. Let's see, I think this camera just pulls out. I'm not positive, but we're going to find out. Let me see. Oh, there's one more cable right here. There we go. More connector. Let's see if we can get this to come out. Is the camera connected? No, the camera is not connected. Okay. Does the camera just plug in on the bottom or something? Huh, a tiny little connector on the camera there. Okay. So here is the, oh, it is connected there. Okay. Cool. All right, so that's our phone. I mean, that's basically the identity of our phone and stuff. I'm sure that's where the RAM is. I have not actually checked, so I'm not literally sure, but I'm fairly certain, reasonably certain, that that would be where all of the storage and RAM and all that stuff. I doubt that's on this tiny, although I mean I doubt it's on this board. That's just the charger and stuff, but it's pretty amazing that you can fit 64 or 128 or whatever they're up to now, 256 gigs, aren't they, on these tiny little things? It still boggles the mind that there's, what is that, a trillion bits of information, a trillion, at least a trillion transistors. I don't know what they're using as far as the memory circuit for one bit is. It's probably multiple transistors. I don't know. Honestly, don't remember how they do that. But anyway, we'll get this other one taken off here, and we'll see if we can swap them. Let's see, get the rest of these screws if it'll let me. There we go. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one with the fingernail to get it started, if we can. There we go. Fingernails are useful. Okay. And what is the kitty getting into? She's stepping on my mouse. She's typing in format C/U. What are you doing, kitten? Hey, Chaos, over there. All right. Let's see. We'll get this whole thing separated off. There we go. Nice perspective there, looking down the barrel of the separator, the plastic tool. Okay, a little bit, just one more side. Come on, you can do it. Just one more side. Can you do this without breaking the glass? That would be awesome. Yeah. If you could go ahead and do that without breaking the glass. Let's see if we can help it a little with the fingernail first. There, I felt it. There's like some little tiny little seal. Yeah, she is literally walking across my keyboard. Let me do something about that. Come on, kitten. Turn off the keyboard and mouse. There. Just powered off the keyboard and mouse on the desktop. Okay. Did we get this end? Yeah, we got this end. Okay, so we're going to take this stuff. I'm wondering whether the camera... No, the cameras look the same. Okay. So I'm wondering whether the camera is going to be any better. Okay, so we need to swap out all of these little things. What are you climbing on now, cat? It's like kitty activity time in the morning. She gets up and eats and then is active for a little bit and then goes to bed. And this is her like attack cat hour and all that. So she's into everything. Let's see if we can get that one, and then we can pull off these 3 screws. Let's see. Yeah, if you're looking for, it's nice for just little you know, non high-tech relatively apps and stuff like that. It's great to have an old phone that is cheap and it doesn't matter if it gets filled up or any of that stuff. Let me see here. For doing that stuff, or like watching videos and, you know, generic things like that. The other thing is we have batteries for these, because I ended up, you know, Hurley and I both had one of these phones, and then I upgraded hers and kept mine. So then I had 2 of them. But before that, one of them broke, and so I had 3, and I had bought her an extra battery. And so we actually have like 4 batteries for this thing. So the nice thing is too, you know, when I'm out and I want to do filming, is I have 4 of these batteries. I can charge them all up, and here we go. And I can have 4 charged batteries, and so, you know, it helps a lot if I can't have it on a charger or that sort of thing, that I can just swap out batteries. Let's see if I can get this thing to plug in here. Let's see if I can get all these plugs in. And we'll see if we can get this thing to power up. Man, that thing is tiny and fiddly. Very tiny and very fiddly. Let me see. We're going to put these screws back in before I forget where they go. This one goes here, right? This one goes here. Let's see. And then here and here. Those two spots. Yeah, good. This is magnetic. Thank you. Okay, so we'll get these two in here. I think that's the little vibrator motor. Little bzz, bzz thingy. Okay, there we go. And we should be... I just need the right angle on this thing. There we go. That one's on. I have a kitty sitting on my back now. And then this one, I don't know if you can see that right there. That tiny little thing is right there. Let's see if I can get that seated. I'm just worried about pushing in. There we go. I'm just worried about pushing it with it not being at the right spot, because that could turn out to be a problem. You know, you bend it and then the pin's bent and it never works again, kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to throw the battery back in and the SIM card. Let's throw in our SIM card. See, this is the good screen, right? Yeah. The SIM card, and because yeah, I can actually, I still use this phone on my account too. I've got a Ting account and I can swap hardware whenever I feel like it, and so I actually do that where I use this as my primary phone too, because like I said, it's not like I do anything high-tech or sophisticated on my phones. Let me see, I think I'm going to need to take those out before I put the cover back on, so let's do that. Take these out. Put the cover back on first. There we go. And I'm gonna wait before I like super push it back on. And get the SIM back in here. Whoops. Just drop it on the floor. That's a good place for that. Just put that anywhere, pal. There we go. Okay, so the SIM is in. That's in. I was half expecting to pick it up and the screen be broken. Right? I have like a case protector for this, and this one time, like, I took it off and I was sitting outside on a bench before a race and dropped it like 6 inches onto the ground and it broke, and that's what this is from dropping this like just a tiny bit. Okay, so let's see if this thing will power up and if it works. We'll put this back on here too. This back on. There we go. And we'll see if it comes up. Huh. Okay, it's in recovery mode. Well, yeah, I guess I'm going to let this thing do its thing, and I'll let you know how it comes out. Alright, it's starting up, and see what we've got. Yay! Okay, it's one of the keys is stuck, because when I held the volume down button, I think it's because of this. If you can see that there, I think the volume is stuck. So I'm just going to have to dink around with that basically to get this. Yeah, see, it's I think it's pressing buttons without me wanting it to. Let me see if we can get this housing. Because if you see here, this housing is crooked on here. Yeah, it's... Try this one more time. Because I noticed, like, I basically put the battery in and it was powering on right when I just put the battery in. So I think that's what's going on, is this corner is just bent a little bit, which means... Let's see. That's me hitting those things. Let me see. Okay, it looks like it's fixed. So, all right, cool. And then I just have to put in these screws and put the cover back on, and it's all good. So, I hope you guys enjoyed our little video, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.